Welcome back to the NDS. We are here at race 14 at Monroe County. Quick look at qualifying. And let's get this race underway. Pace car's in, Jerry's on pole, and the green flag is out at the Dog and Cat Repair 300. Definitely a different discipline of racing now. We're on dirt. Oh shit. Let's see where they're gonna go. The worst part's gonna be trying not to slip to the wall as drivers coming off a corner, trying to get low entry here, dive it. The F4 Ace looking for a run. Don't want to let Jerry get too far ahead. Oh shit. They're back midfield to see Karibo and Hyper going for it. Hyperdrive. And all these drivers new to dirt, but points leader having to adjust quickly here. Oh, big pack up here. I got racing for second. I think that's Bassell or Kyle D. Up near third. Ace is going to go chase Jerry down. Very difficult top of three. With the slower speeds, it just means that you're going to see yourself just lose position for longer. Hyper going in four, bottom of four. Bassell, a Shopper, someone's got to give. Looks like Arn and Hyper made it out of that one pretty well. Bassell just not quite being able to hold that there. Even mid-pack, see some drivers that were supposed to be up front kind of struggling early. Blast having to go through the pack. Silent Fang not holding up the best. Karibo on his way back. And near the back, I see that one Racer made his way to the back of the field pretty early here. He's going to have a lot of ground to make up. Take a look at Ace Jerry. Trying to fight for the lead, but Hyper on his way up. Racing Steve for third now. He's going to get it. Kyle D had a good position, but now he's starting to get past. And then the midfield positions are still shaking up pretty well. Caddy King has decent track position, but can't hold it forever. 51's looking high for some reason. Couldn't tell you why. 43 just, I know he's trying to get as much as he can, but just doesn't seem like he has a good position so far to run with the best of them. Now we see things mostly getting single file out now. With the drafting distance particularly low, you're able to see these cars make some sort of moves on each other more reliably. I would see Hyper rolling into second, Ace starting to crawl backwards. Looking at Bourne and Duke just entering so low through 1 and 2 there. Yeah, the midfield is still pretty stacked, but the front's starting to thin out more. See Zent and CS moving up now. Bassell, King trying to get back. Yeah, I still say the midfield is still relatively healthy for competition. Whoa. Kryptonite. Watch that quarter. Oh, the 22 there. Yeah, with the reduced corner speeds, definitely giving these guys the opportunity to dive, try to slide it through. And Karibo, bottom of 3, trying to work some sort of magic up here. Ladion. There. Bassell is still up high. And even then, you still can't really do much because a double zero is going make a low pass through 1 and 2. I think Jerry's driven off to a pretty big lead. Yeah, now the battle for second kicking up between Toad and Hyper. And now Vent's got to try and take a stab at third. Go back to the midfield. Let's see how they're doing. Karibo, Racer. Yeah, it's not easy doing dirt. I mean, heavy braking zones and seems to be chaotic restarts, calm long runs. It is what it is. Oh, Born Ready. Out of the groove there. That's not going to help him through the front stretch. Driver's getting awfully close. CS. Even now passing Born. 37 lost a lot there. Mouse go click. So yeah, 52. He was up in the top 5 somewhere. He's just not really in that position anymore. Ace trying to hang on to top 10 what he's got. The 3 looking high. Not preferred move, I'd say. Orange probably going to take advantage here. More 3 wide off the corner. Nobody's going to give. And it looks like Mizzou is going to get it off his turn here. Silent Fang. Yeah, he's never truly gone this season. He's inevitable. And now the 51's joined the party. Huh. Looks like he's going to try and go. But decision making is not very strong with this one. Misty Viper on his way, trying to tear up through dirt. Not Born and. Not Born, Jesus. Did I just really call Krugermeyer Born? Krugermeyer and Vent racing together. Now Toad Warrior drove up and took that lead from Jerry. Jerry's going to have to get it back, or these two are going to have to fight for it eventually. What I really like about this track in particular is the onboard really gives you that dirt isn't smooth at all, just the bumpiness. Something like that. Seems like Toad definitely has an edge over Jerry so far. (24-3), 23-9. Yeah, this is looking rather one-sided so far, eh? Blasta, Canadian Lux still going at it. This looks like it's for 8th or 9th. And the 52 moving on up. Meanwhile, in midfield, sometimes produces these like interesting battles. They just kind of let the front get away though. Racer on his way. That one Racer has just not been good here so far. Haven't really seen him in that high position at all. Duke looking to make a pass on 21. There he goes. We're getting about 30 laps into a green flag run. It's still, I think the specs from this race are about a one-stop race under green. That's assuming that we go green the whole way. Never know with this freaking game. And 23's up on the higher line there. Drivers really close to each other. The 3 tried to go it in low, but just didn't have a speed to get to the 51. Ladion just trying to play it safe for points, I guess. What else is he going to do? As the gap now larger than it ever has been. Yeah, a lot of these guys are really trailing it out back with Toad on his way. Where'd Duke go? Oh, he's back there. Still though, a lot of drivers there. Let's see them off the corner. It's just, God, there's no way to make dirty air better than clean air, I assume. Kiss the woes of modern NASCAR have been taken into the virtual world as well. Big sad. Even then, the rookies seem to be not having a good time on dirt either. Looks like Volley is the best of them, and even then, he's not exactly in a good position to run at 23rd. Yeah, when you get up on that high side, you really pay for it. 23, learning that the hard way around here. Yeah, I don't see him getting down. Trying to find a middle lane. Yeah, you can't go for a gap that doesn't exist. Something race car driver. F1 quote. Sigma male grind set. I don't fucking know. Man, Vassell. They call him the plate track king, but I guess dirt isn't not particularly good at dirt. As it looks like the lap car coronation has begun. Some of those guys are really slow. This includes pretty much every rookie except Volley, currently being marked as a lap down. So 36 is just on a different world right now. Currently 5 seconds ahead of our leader, Jerry, who still hasn't caught the first of the lap cars. Vent, Hyper, Krugermeyer, all just around that mid-pack area. Cade is next on the block. Yeah, it looks like you can make a move very low, and if you're that much faster, it's just game over. Even in this back of the battle cars here. How much are these guys starting to worry now? Spent too much time fighting amongst themselves to really secure their lead lap right, as pitting, some of them take the pit road. Interesting gamble here. You can one stop it now. So let's see where the 36 goes from here. $36, $33 coming in. Cade coming in, a lot of drivers. Seemingly coming in now. Oh, we need to watch that entry. Toad, not sure where he is. Still green. Yeah, there's the 36 right there. Interesting. The Toad hasn't come in. I don't know as to why he's not in yet. Misty Viper even in. He's second. And Toad spent the longest time on track. That's not sure if that's going to come back to bite him. Now, Jerry and Hyper right there with each other. But now lap cars will ultimately play a big role in this. At the 5, slide up the track there. Toad Warrior back out though. Still has that lead over these guys. Now the field's starting to get relatively back down to normal. Still though, the 36 has put many a driver a lap down. And Karibo is next. putting us at 19 lead lap cars. That 4 Ace, particularly with a bad stop there, that's gonna damage his standings, but not really as much as another race, as only 35 entries into this dirt race. This is probably the lowest we've had in this entire series in a main. And now a word about our sponsor, the Dog and Cat Repair. The Dog and Cat Repair is a veterinarian somewhere in the country. They do works in repairing dogs and repairing cats. Sound like, God, that makes it sound like you have like robot animals. Who says they want to repair a cat or a dog? I mean, I'm not an animal worker, but there's got to be a better term than a repair. Yeah, just go to that place if you need a cat or a dog to get repaired. Even though it's dog and cat. I don't call it cat and dog. Just, yeah, cat and dog repair, animal workplace thing in America. I've fucked this segment up quite enough, so back to the race. Battle for second between Jerry and Hyper kicking up. Hyperdrive trying to keep his points leader grind set alive, and a good finish on dirt will solidify that. Toad Warrior has other reasons to keep driving as strong as he is. He needs, like, ever since he missed Texas on a withdrawal, that kind of lit a fire under his ass just to prove all the haters wrong. And he's gonna go out there and put together a banger of a season. See what that does for him. Hyper securing second place. Even then, even the top 5, these other guys dealing with lap cars. RS Fastlane 11 up in the top 10, having a day. Even then, I think the 36 is kind of falling in place. Italian Bum unlapped himself, and Mizzou is looking to make a strike to get himself back in the lead lap. So the lap cars are kind of rebelling against the leader. Love to see it. Mizzou losing ground to Toad, though. Oh, these slower cars kind of get more stacking up, and I guess that could see Hyper get to the front. I guess. I don't know. Toad Warrior taking another swing at Karibo. That's going to be a pretty good hit right here. That puts the 41, at least he's trying to put the 41 a lap down. And with the pass complete, Mizzou try to follow him and get that position as well. Why not? You just got to do what you got to do, man. Racing's a tough business. And just a sea of lap cars between these guys. Oh, something happened to Hyper. Back down to 4th now, and the battle for second place really starting to heat up greatly now. It's Jerry, Vent, then Hyper. Hyper's just throwing himself in the high line, seeing if it sticks. I got nothing for that. Volley just running his race. Now Goofy up there as well. Hyper getting himself underneath a vent. Jerry still marching up in second. Toad Warrior still trying to get by the 33 if he can. Nothing else as far as battles on track. With Hyper third now, Jerry actually got past a couple lap cars and is looking for more. You just see is so far ahead that 36 is. Nobody drives this series looking to intentionally create cautions, but it's definitely, these drivers are really pushing it to the edge, never going over. Now Kriegermeyer going for fourth. Watch that 52. He might try to sneak into this picture here. Everyone's still on track. Yeah, 34 is just up there. Not sure too far away, but just so far away. It doesn't look like much, but that's almost 2 seconds. Feels like forever on a half-mile track this slow. Canadian Lux could be looking for a top 5. Whether or not he's going to get it. He's looking. And it looks like he could be getting it here. Get that next piece of track position, buddy. And now, second, these 3 drivers looking for second. They're all back up with each other again. Now, relatively in the closing laps, 36 is still mixing it with a lot of guys. That one racer back in 18th, not really doing quite a job. Toad looking underneath 33. Back to second, boys. We see Hyper getting back up top 2. This reminds me of one of them Xfinity races with Kyle Busch where it's like the battle for second was fucking poggers. Too bad we got that guy out there leading 8 seconds. Kind of taking the air out of my sails there, buddy. Vet Nation putting it there, looking for second. He's going to get it. Jerry stuck high the lap car, and Hyper going to try and put it down there, but the 8 just not giving him an inch. Now Vent moves into second place. Huh. Jerry is trying to get something out of it. He goes up there front for so long that 36 just blew by and never looked back. Yeah, Hyper just about fucking moved that 8 out of the way. Jeez. After Arn, it's just fucking not that many cars there. Toad looking for more. Just gonna get it from the 11, it seems. Yeah, laps come to a close. Doesn't look like much else will happen. Vent Nation just on a fucking tear. He's gonna get second here. So many lap cars between him and Heifer. Heifer just, like, look at this pack he's in. Find himself middle of three. Jerry behind him. Crazy shit he's working with here. He's gonna try and get stuck behind the 18 though. Not the best look, and the 22's there. Shows Jerry. Kane Luck still holding on to that top 5 spot. Yeah, Vent just took off. Like, he's going on a mission, but I don't think he has enough time left. And Race sent under yellow out, absolutely not have a chance to pass for the lead. Jerry getting stuck behind traffic. Vent just tearing one out. With Hyper about 10 seconds back of Toad, Vent's just going, but nobody's here to stop this 36 man. They put Shoppa a lap down, put Jake a lap down. Mizzou's actually benefiting from some of this, but even then, the 36 is getting away from him. Hyper seemed to have separated himself for third. If he could hang on just a little longer, Jerry's in shit for fourth, and Canadian Lux and Krugermeyer are just that far ways back. RS 7th, Blast 8th, Ladion 9th, and Misty Viper 10th. As the 36 comes around the boards for the white flag. God, I mean, with missing the playoff season 2 and all the doubters he's got this season, I think now is the best time to elevate a driver from playoff contender now. Fuck, I had something for that. Whatever. Toad Warrior gets his 3rd win here at Monroe County. Going from playoff contender to championship contender, man. This was a statement win by a driver who really needed to elevate oneself after the missing of Texas and whatnot. Still see we had a decent race, even if the leader was kind of out there. It's just like close quarters action. We didn't really get a caution, so who knows? Maybe the run back of season 2 will, not season 2, a second season of this racing could be it. I mean, New Hampshire season 1 was kind of a bore, but season 2 New Hampshire was absolute banger. So maybe this race will get that treatment. Who knows? I'm up for suggestions. But now the All-Star race right around the corner, and it's like right there. Like, this race is over. Those guys who aren't in the All-Star race, get your ass at the Open. See you there.